Hello, everyone. My name is Mary Ann Anderson, and I am with the U.S. Census Bureau. I am a recruiter for the 2020 census, and we are actively recruiting right now. We know a lot is going on with the coronavirus, and you may have heard that the census will be getting an extension, but that extension only is for getting the information to the president. We, on the other hand, have to continue to try to get the count done by the end of the summer, early fall. So we are actively recruiting. So we would hope that you would apply for some of our part-time, full-time jobs. Tell you a little bit about me. This is my third census. I love what I do. I started off, I applied for Census 2000. I applied as a enumerator, which is a census taker. And at that time, I was hired as a crew leader assistant, which is equivalent to a census field supervisor today. And then I became a partnership specialist. And after the decennial was over, I became a census field representative. And then in 2010, I was a crew leader assistant because I had other obligations that kept me away. But I really loved it, and so now I'm a recruiter, and I just love it. Let's see, what else can I tell you? I'll tell you about the job. There are 4 different positions that you can apply for, and first I want to tell you how to do it. Okay, you want to go to 2020census.gov/jobs. 2020census.gov/jobs. So you want to do that as soon as you can. And you want to create a profile. And it's really easy, just your name, your email address, your phone number, and then we'll send you an email and you will click the link. And then from there, the link will take you to log back in and then give you an assessment. You'll just put in some demographic information, do the assessment. If you're interested in supervisory position, you just say yes to that question, and then they'll give you an additional assessment for supervisor. And it's really easy. It takes about 15-20 minutes, no longer. It's really quick. We don't really care about like when you worked where and how long and all of that. So you'll like the process. What are the 4 positions? Enumerator, / census taker, crew leader. I'm sorry, I apologize. It is a census field supervisor. And then the census field supervisors get assistants. So census field supervisor assistant. And then also clerks. Now, we don't have many clerical jobs, so those are far and in between. But nevertheless, when you apply, you can only just apply. You can't request any specific job title. But if you take the supervisory assessment, then you could be considered for supervisor, and we will need those. Now, what will you be doing? You'll go out into the field and help people. Now, by now, I'm hoping that all of you have already completed your census and you've been counted so far. If you haven't, and you don't know if you have, if you were a student in college and you live in the dorms normally, you probably have been counted. Someone already counted you. But if you don't and you live off campus and you're home now because all schools are closed or whatever you're doing from school, but you plan on going back, and then you need to it doesn't matter if you're home, you need to apply, respond to where you live. So hopefully you all did that. If you did, you saw that it's a really easy process. It's only like 9 questions, and maybe 7, 8 for the next person. They only want to know how many people live in the house, how many people live there on April the 1st that are not there, and then they want to just know, let's see, whatever, what if you own or rent, and then your phone number, and then per person they only want to know your name, your sex, your age, your date of birth, and your ethnicity and your race. And that's it. And that's all they want to know for the other people as well, except how are they related to you. So it's really, really easy. So when you go out, you'll have like this here. This is iPad, Census iPad. So you'll have an iPad or a laptop, either one provided by us. You'll go to the door. You'll have your ID, your census ID. Well, mine is upside down. Your census ID. You'll go to the door and just help people with their response. Because what happens right now, we're in self-response, and at the end, so self-response is where everyone's responding either online. They can go to my 2020 census.gov, or they're responding over the phone, which is like 844 330 2020, 844 330 2020, or they're going to respond through the mail. So they've already received their census forms, questionnaire forms. And if they don't respond through that way, then that's where we need the field. Individuals in the field to go out, and that would be a census taker, and so and those who oversee them, as far as the census field supervisors and census field supervisor assistants. So that's pretty much the job. It's really a great job. It's great fun. We are very supportive of one another. We really want you to succeed. I do know that in every county, the pay rate is different, but the pay rate is excellent. For instance, in my county is Ingham County. We pay $24.50 an hour. And then we pay you 10% more a night differential if you work after 6 o'clock. And if you work on Sundays, we pay you 25% more as a Sunday differential. And if you work Sunday after 6 o'clock, that's another 10% more for a Sunday night differential. And then we also pay you every week. I may have said that before, but every week, like clockwork, you can depend. If you worked and you put in your time every week, you'll get paid. And you will also get paid mileage. The government rate right now is 57.5% per mile. Hey, that's a good pay. Anyway, I can tell you because I've been receiving it. Anyway, so different, like I said, different counties pay differently. And then my last point is that if you are looking for intern, and the 2020 census, I need to interject this at this time. The 2020 census is temporary. We're part-time. You make your own hours. We're flexible. And also, it's temporary. So by the end of the summer, we're all out of a job, or the beginning of the fall, we're all out of a job. No later than, late fall, depending on the coronavirus pandemic. But if you're interested in an internship, we don't do that through the 2020 census. But you can go to census.gov, put in the search window, internship. We have internship programs through the Census Bureau. There are also full-time permanent positions at USA Gov. USAjobs.gov. USAjobs.gov. So you can find you just put in the search window census, and then you'll find some permanent full-time, and they may do some sponsorship through that too. I'm not sure. But we don't with this operation. I hope that answers your questions. Listen, I look forward to answering any more questions for you during the Q&A on May the 1st. So I look forward to talking to you then. Bye for now.